Your pitch conditions, 73 degrees, low winds, and an 83% chance of rain. First game got away with no rain. 11:30, the U.S. ends up losing to Canada. How the team Diana. Lost to semifinals, and they have also punched their ticket to the Women's World Cup next September 2026 in Poland. In fact, all 4 semifinalists have qualified for the World Cup. That's the good news. But who is going to be the Concacaf Under-20? A good match. 4 times. Mexico has won twice, 3-1 in 2014, and most recently 3-0 win in 2023. Costa Rica does have a victory over Mexico back in 2004, a 4-3 victory, and there has been 1 draw between the 2 teams. But Mexico went on to win in penalty kicks. Bandera. National motto, one of my favorites, Pura Vida, and their nickname, Las Ticas. As the CONCACAF song, prayers are and playing well, I'm sure. Danielle Ocampo there on those. Both teams have beautiful kits. I love both of them. We are about ready to hear the national anthems, which means okay.
Usar un extraño enemigo, profanar por su planta tu suelo. bandera, expresión de tu vida nos das. Bajo el limpio y azul de tu cielo, blanca y pura descansa la paz. En la lucha tenaz de fecunda labor, que enrojece del hombre la paz. Estima y honor, sabio tierra gentil, sabio mar de amor. Cuando alguno pretenda tu gloria manchar, verás a tu pueblo valiente y vivir, la tosca herramienta del armas tocar. Salvo patria, tu pródigo suelo, dulce abrigo y sustento nos das, bajo el limpio.
Of course, the home side, very excited, and I don't blame them. Costa Rica narrowly got into the semifinals. They are here in front of the home crowd. So important, the handshake. Sportsmanship is what it's all about, not only with your opponents, but with the referees, whose job it is. But it's time for all the like the starting lineups and head coach Angela Medina, who plays at UCLA. Also keep your eye on the captain, number 2, Michelle Fong. And the leading top scorer of the tournament, number 19, America Feminine. And we will certainly shout out all the other starters. As we see Costa Rica still warming up. Las Ticas. There's your captain, number 2, Michelle Fong. She had a big picture of her face in the crowd. You gotta love it. And the captains exchanging flags. I love how sport unites. Our lead official, Vimeras Diaz from the Dominican Republic, Santa Medina, also from the Dominican Republic, Melissa Nichols from Trinidad and Tobago, and Belkis Flores from Honduras. Coin toss, the exchanging of the flags, and of course, don't forget the photo. Lots of photos today because it is a memorable day here for the Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship, semifinal number 2. VAR assistant Gwen Salmon from Antigua and Barbuda. Handshakes all around. And number 2 assistant Ivan Ayala from El Salvador. Now let's take a look at head coach Patricia Aguilar's lineup for Costa Rica. In goal, just saw a picture of her earlier, Valeria Fernandez, the 17-year-old. And the captain for today, number 15, Jimena Jimenez. And tied for the top goal scorers, both in today's matches. On the Costa Rica side, it's number 10, forward, Sheika Scott. Your rotational players for Costa Rica looking to get to the finals, and final prayers for the Mexican goalkeeper and her back line. If you missed it earlier today, kind of an upset. Canada defeats game number 2, the finals. A lot of footy in 1 week. Alexa Soto getting the start. Both teams with 2 changes to their lineup since the last game. And there are 2 Sotos in the lineup. There's Alice in the lineup and the other, Alexa. Good look at Alondra Gonzalez. Plays for Tsunami Azul, and head coach Patricia Aguilar. To the U.S. Instead, they are headed to Poland next year by a goal. It was really a thrilling final minutes to see if the Costa Rican defense could hold up, and they did. And Fregoso with the right foot had a lot of time to set that up. Soto, that's Alice with 2. Derry Ramirez also has 2 as we look at Dorival Bueno. Valadez and Gonzalez also have a goal. So really a talented offensive side for Mexico. Long ball down the right flank, still in play. Great play over there by number 7, who's called for the foul, Emma Azofife. Emma has 2 goals for Costa Rica in this tournament. Called for the push from behind there. And Mexico liking to build out of the back. Saldivar gives it up to Derry Ramirez. Back to Saldivar, watch out! And Saldivar side netting, Mexico 1, Costa Rica 0. Saldivar takes the lead in the top scorer with 6 goals. Beautiful ball from Derry Ramirez, and Saldivar just sneaks it inside that far post. What a tournament for Montserrat Saldivar of Mexico. call. And then I'll roll over the byline. Mexico's ball. And Ocampo brings it out for Costa Rica. Ball still in play. Mexico has won this championship twice. You know they are licking their chops. Now throw in for Mexico. It's Maria Gonzalez. Dispossessed. And Mexico. They like to possess. And in this 13th minute, I would say they have possessed the majority of the ball. Scoring in the 6th minute was Saldivar, if you're just joining us, her 6th goal of the tournament. Top scorer so far. Scott. Vasquez. Back to Scott. Enjoying some possession of themselves. The captain, Jimenez, and Ocampo will take a shot. Why not? Wide left. Throw in for Costa Rica, far side, halfway line. Gallegos, that left back position for Mexico has been a mainstay for them. What a glorious week it's been, thanks to our host in Alajuela, Costa Rica. As we look at some of those passes, Mexico, we mentioned, like possession, they like to pass. About 60-40 ball possession, just about right. There's a right-footed shot. Oh, and a great save. Valeria Fernandez tested early on that near post. What a rip from Maria Gonzalez. Saldivar with the back heel pass, and it works. And the cross. That was going in. Was Soto's cross. Tell you, as FIFA has been physical early in this one, she might not be getting some of those. Costa Rica coaches speaking to the assistant referee, can you help us out? No. It's all part of the beautiful game. And Vasquez, beautiful ball down the line to Alejandro. Costa Rica with the high press here, just not allowing Mexico out of their defensive third. Gonzalez with the throw. It's a handball, I believe, on Sheikha Scott. Kick.
Caneta livre, Alisson do outro lado livre, abrir. Vai no pé, passou.
of Mexico. There she is on the ball right now. Advantage. And now it will come back. Delayed foul call, rightly so. Free kick for So yellow card for number 14. Costa Rica. "30 yards. And no one home on the cross into the 6-yard area. As the goalkeeper, Jocelyn Briceño, number 3, has had a standout week in the center back position for Costa Rica, often charged with marking Mexico, who is an offensive juggernaut. Corner kick. Costa Rica happy to slow things down. Lovely give and go from Mexico. Such good movement off the ball. Mexico just knocking it around.
Circula do outro lado, Abri. Tá pressando aqui, ó. Vai circulando pro outro lado. Vem, Manei, vem, Manei. Vamos, pressiona, pressiona. Sola, sola.
Goso in the center circle for Mexico. Saldivar into the box on the left-hand side. And Valeria tips it over the crossbar, so corner kick now for Mexico, the first one of the first half for Mexico. Good job by Valeria not to give up an easy goal there. Soto, Alice Soto to take the corner. Or it's Fregoso and Soto showing short. And indeed they do go short. And now they cross it into the box. And the captain clears it. Jimenez. And it's good. Is it good? The ball stayed in play. Soto with another. Was it Soto with the assist? Count it. Mexico 2. Either way, whoever sent it in. Fregoso with a long ball to the byline. And it's Gallegos, the defender. They have to look at that to make sure it was in play. Here's Fregoso, far post. Gallegos keeps it in play, and an easy tap in for Natalia Munoz. How about that? Defender to defender. I do think that ball was in play. I mean, you gotta keep going for it. Defenders, they love to score, and you can see it. 26th minute. 6th minute and the 26th minute. The sixes are working. Munoz. 2-0 for Mexico. Vasquez laying it into the D, but well defended. And here we have the very first cooling break. I thought we might have one halfway through the first half, where Mexico has taken a 2-0 lead over Costa Rica. It was a 6-minute goal by Saldivar, her 6th of the tournament, and then a excellent play by Gallegos on the byline to head the ball back in front of the goal, where Natalia Munoz had the easiest goal of her whole life. And that was in the 26th minute. So that's where we are right now, 2-0, and Costa Rica trying to find ways to get back into this one. And there's the cool as you can be finish by Saldivar. Watch it hit the side netting. Side netting goals are elite. And here's Fregoso. Watch the ball right on the byline, and Gallegos heads it back in front of the goal, and Ruiz sort of thought the ball was over the byline from Costa Rica, so she didn't really get in front of her mark, and Mexico makes them pay. Good look at Fregoso, Mexico. And there's Ruiz getting the start today for Costa Rica in the 5 jersey. 30th minute, 31st minute now. Goal summary at the bottom, 6 and 26. Gallegos back to Munoz, your goal scoring combination. Mexico is just a force. Watch out, Shake a Scott on the takeaway from Fregoso. Goalkeeper just couldn't get it out wide. Just still have to work on those foot skills, but only 17 is Fernandez. And a nice clearance by Briseño. Throw in for Mexico. Gonzalez, watch out, she's got a cannon of a right leg. Scott looking for some help. And Vasquez go down the line with it. Lovely touch, but just a little too far in front for Alejandro Gonzalez. 18-year-old Brittany Vasquez also been very busy on this left side here for Costa Rica. This is the 13th edition of this tournament for the under-20s. Ball still in play. Fong, the captain, trying to find Saldivar, but unsuccessful. And that one went over the touchline. Out of play, throw in Mexico. The 8 teams that showed up here on May 29th, the US, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica, those are your top 4 in the rankings. Puerto Rico's 5. And then it was Panama, Guyana, and Nicaragua joining to make 8. 2 groups of 4. And 4 semifinalists. USA losing to Canada earlier, and now Mexico on top of Costa Rica. Estadio Ramirez plays it out to Fong. Back to Fregoso. Ball in the center circle now, left of the center circle. Gallegos. Back to Gallegos. Manipulating their opponent through possession here is Mexico. From one side to the other. Costa Rica staying fairly compact as Gonzalez lets that one slip over the touchline. Throw in for Costa Rica. Foul on Mexico. Free kick for Costa Rica. Costa Rica sneaking into its attacking third. As a FIFA block, cross is blocked. Costa Rica still on it. And now played over the byline. Goal kick coming out for Mexico. And you see Mexico dominating 5 shots to 1. 3 of their 5 shots on target, and 2 of the 3 on target find their way into the back of the net. That's a pretty good goal conversion there. 36th minute. 9 in stoppage time here. Costa Rica with those 9 goals against Guyana and haven't scored since. They drew with Puerto Rico 0-0, which was a good result for them, and then lost 4-0 to the U.S. Looking to get some of their offensive mojo back here at home in front of the home crowd. Costa Rica doesn't like the call.
Alice, vai cambiando com a Alexa. Vai cambiando com a Alexa. Vem buscar, vem buscar. Anda, Alex. Anda lá. Anda por dentro de onde tá a Alice. Aí, de onde tá a Alice. Entra por aí. A Alice vai jogar livre. Calma, calma. Isso, vai cambiando, Soto. Vai rodando um pouquinho. A hora vem, né, Alex?
Gallegos to Saldivar. Out to that far touchline. Cutting in is Gonzalez. And Soto to Saldivar to Fregoso. And Derry Ramirez with the foul on Ruiz. Free kick for Costa Rica. Coach Aguilar, always with the furrowed brow. She's always thinking, always instructing, teaching. Oh, lovely run. Mexico on that left side, it's Soto. She stands up her defender, now plays it all the way to the other side of the penalty box. And Saldivar, not called for a foul there. Letting them play. Not sure who that went out on last. Vasquez or Saldivar. Apparently Saldivar. Throw in Costa Rica, now throw in Mexico.
Já liberou aqui, ó. Aqui, ó. Tá livre aqui. A bolsa tá livre.
Saldivar in the penalty area, always a danger. Vasquez unable to keep up. Costa Rica heads it out of danger. And Mexico called for the foul. close-up look of Alexa Soto. Your score summary once again: Saldivar in the 6th, Munoz in the 26th minute, as we approach our final 5 minutes here in this first half. Comes Ruiz down that right side, trying to cross it into the center, but Mexico clearing. Ramirez out to Soto. Beautiful give and go down the flank. Can she get to it? I believe it'll stay in bounds. There's a cross into Saldivar, but well defended by Briseño. Corner kick number 2 coming up for Mexico. And Ruiz is down. Costa Rica getting a little bit of a breather here. Remember, this is the 4th game of the week for both sides. A week that started back on May 29th. Each team 3 games in group play, and now this is the 4th. Just a 2-0 deficit, which is manageable for Las Ticas. It's nice to see them share hydration. I love how sport unites in so many ways. Get those electrolytes and water in any chance you can. I've been really impressed with the flash interviews, the maturity of some of these 16, 17, 18-year-olds in front of the camera being asked questions. The Guyana representative saying, you know, we love being here. Our goal is to inspire the young girls back home. Ramirez with a blast. Oh, what a save, and the rebound, and it's good. Soto, Mexico 3, Costa Rica 0. It's Soto time. 44th minute. Alice Soto, that is. Her 3rd goal of the tournament, and what a one-time touch rebound finish. I mean, here comes the rebound. One time, and a banger. Guess what? Side netting again. Mexico only seems to hit side netting goals, which are elite. What a strike by Soto. And a celly. I love the cellies. It's a Karate Kid pose. It's probably called something else now. 4 minutes of stoppage time expected. Another Big 5 moment goal, 44th minute. For whatever reason, so many goals are scored in the first and last 5 of each half. There's no science behind it, but it's always amazing to me how often it happens. There there you have 4 minutes shown to us by Belkis Flores, and here comes Mexico again. There's a left-footed blast. Nice save by Valeria Fernandez. How about that left foot from Saldivar? Looking for goal number 7 of the tournament. Mexico pressing once more down the left flank. Long cross into the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper Fernandez on it. No problemo. Teams have met 4 times here in this championship. Mexico with 2 wins, Costa Rica with 1 and 1 draw. And Mexico getting the better of Costa Rica today. Derry Ramirez outside the box. Once again, Ramirez. It's 2 goals to her name. And 2 minutes to go in this one. Ball headed onto frame by Mexico. Saldivar. Fernandez is there. So 3 first-half goals for Mexico, 6th minute, 26th minute, and the 44th minute.
Anda abrir, que a Alice vai entrar aqui, ó. A Alice vai entrar aqui. Esse. Ei.
Mexico second only to the USA in number of passes, and here they come once again. Beautiful through pass. Looks like Gonzalez, no foul call, loses her footing, and the offside flag is up. Indirect free kick coming out for Costa Rica. Not sure about that call. Looks pretty onside to me. And that is your first half whistle. Your score, Mexico 3, Costa Rica 0. Once again, your goal summary, Saldivar, her 6th in the 6th minute, 6th of the tournament that is. Munoz, the defender, in the 26th minute. And last but not least, Soto, Alice Soto, with an absolute beauteous goal to round out the scoring. Stay with us. When we come back, we will have your first half highlights and statistics just for you. You're watching Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championships. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Let's shout out some subs that are ready to come on to the pitch. And for Costa Rica, looks like number 4 and 6. Number 6, definitely Valeria Vargas. Number 19, definitely Odette Pitti is in. Vargas, the 18-year-old, plays for Sporting FC, and Odette Pitti, just 18, also plays for Saprissa FF. Underway in this second half. In Alajuela, Costa Rica, wrapping up a banner week of football between 8 great CONCACAF nations, and Lucia Paniagua is out. She must be hurting, one of the better players for Las Ticas. So 2 subs for Costa Rica, none for Mexico. Saldivar, their top scorer. Not only for Mexico, but for the tournament. Throwing for Costa Rica. Can they get back into this one? Pulling one back would surely help. Foul called on Maria Gonzalez here. Mr. Captain, number 15, Jimena Jimenez. It's been a physical battle, that 2-on-2 battle over there, Vasquez and Fong. Love to see it. Thrown for Mexico. Adriana Gonzalez. It's a throw. Do it again. Fregoso. Over to Gallegos, now Gonzalez, back to Gallegos. And all the way back to the keeper, Medina. It's an 8-on-8 crime in the middle of the field. Ocampo fouling Fregoso. And a quick restart by Latry. Gallegos. This Azo FIFA has been effective for Costa Rica. She has 2 goals to her name in this tournament. Gallegos steps in to break that up for Mexico. Comes Soto. 3 goals and 3 assists for Alice Soto of Mexico. It is a really good week. And that is Saldivar with her 6 goals. That's Bueno, head coach Bueno in Mexico. Saldivar on that left side, and nobody home. Goes over the touchline on the far side, throw in for Costa Rica. Michelle Fong, all smiles, Wearing the captain's armband on her left bicep, always an honor. Here's Emma, Costa Rica. Soto. Soto gets clipped after the fact there. No protection. Number 19, Odette Pitti, the substitute for Costa Rica, who just came on, charged with that foul. All right, 2 people on the wall. Soto, the set piece specialist. And far side headed out by Costa Rica. Shake Scott on it. Almost trouble for Mexico, but as of FIFA, unable to get the ball at her feet. Fernandez walks it to the top of the box. And a good punt to the Mexico half. Shake Scott always with a quality first touch. Fregoso trying to get it to Salvador, but unsuccessful. Fernandez in the box, picks it up. Fregoso. Soto. Gonzalez cuts it inside for Mexico. And that ball is intercepted. Vasquez for Costa Rica doing yeoman's work on that far side as that left back. Look at those braids on Fong. Some serious hair braids. And Medina, tallest player on the pitch without question. Has to be about almost 6 feet. Gallegos to Gonzalez. And Sheikha Scott has intercepted multitude of balls this week. Good work rate on Sheikha Scott. It's been physical. I wouldn't say dangerous physical, it's just bodies. It's a good header out by Castrillo. She's been terrific on that back line for Costa Rica this week. Once more, your goal summary. 3 first-half goals, none so far. 56th minute here, 6 and 26. And then again in the 44th minute, it was Soto. Saldivar and Soto for Mexico. 6 goals, 3 goals have been outstanding this week. Soto also with 3 assists. Good 50-50 ball win by Scott. So many things that she doesn't show up on the score sheet. Sheikha Scott in the 10 jersey for Costa Rica. So fun to watch. There's an errant pass by Fregoso. Throwing for Costa Rica. Always a serious head coach. Aguilar of Costa Rica. Guess who's going to the World Cup? Head coach Patrice Aguilar and Costa Rica next September in Poland. Concacaf sending 4 teams, USA, Canada, Mexico, and Costa Rica. Think about all the travel that these teams get to do, and such good life experiences to travel the world. One of the things I love about sport. Goal kick for Costa Rica. The other thing I love about sport are the character qualities that you learn by being a part of a team, a championship team, certainly at this level. Desire, dedication, discipline, determination, all those, overcoming adversity, all of those elements important in the rest of their lives, really, and they're so young right now. These under-20s. There's the substitute, Odette Pitti, plays for Saprissa. Came in for Tara Ruiz. Costa Rica just looking for one edge, one advantage. Pull one back and get energized. Soto trying to lift a seam pass, but Jocelyn Briseno, number 3 of Costa Rica, called for the foul there on Soto. And so a pretty dangerous position for Mexico. Soto has been taking most of them. Oh no, it's not that close. About 32 yards away from goal. And it's Saldivar salivating over the possibility of goal number 7. What a player. Montserrat Salvador plays for Club America. Two players in the wall. I think she probably has the green light. 60th minute to take a shot on goal. And she does. Saldivar. And Fernandez can't grab the ball. She spills, and Mexico unable to capitalize on the rebound. But did you see how many green shirts were around the goal? Costa Rica has to play for rebounds. Corner kick for Mexico. The first of the second half, third in total. Great take by Saldivar and a great save by Fernandez. Good ball movement here by Las Ticas. Throwing for Mexico. And we have another sub. Let's shout it out. Number 21 for Costa Rica. Raquel Licio. Comes in for the captain, Jimenez. And two players for Mexico. Ocampo puts the captain's armband on. And for Mexico, finally, they have subs. That's number 11, Mia Flores. I think it was number 5 before that, Ibarra. 5 and 11 for Mexico. Mia Flores plays for Club America, and Ibarra, number 5, plays for Club Pachuca. There is Berenice Ibarra. And the 17-year-old Fernandez comes out just in time to wrap that one up. Soto, a menace in the midfield for Mexico. Alice Soto in the 10 jersey. Great give and go. Oh, it's a gorgeous ball movement by Mexico. A little too far out ahead of Saldivar, but they just matriculated through the thirds of the field. Bueno, gorgeous. Well, if you're just joining us, Canada beat the United States. In the first time they've met in the semifinals, Canada beats the U.S. 1-0, and they advance as Emma. Izzy plays for the U.S. Emma here as Ofife gives it up to Sheikha Scott. Back to Emma, back to Sheikha. She'll cross it. It's headed up in the air. Gallegos gets a foot on it. And over the touchline, throw in Costa Rica. Halfway in the Mexican half. Do it again. Scott against Gallegos, goes right around the corner on the byline. And Munoz does a nice job, get her hands out of the way. And Azofife takes a shot, but wide left. Fregoso draped on her back, might have. But Costa Rica starting to gain a little momentum here. So we see that shot from Emma Azofife. Three first half goals shown on our goal summary. Mexico absolutely in charge of this match through 66 minutes. Adriana Gonzalez. Back to Gonzalez. Here's Alexa Soto, number 14. Over to Alice Soto. Not sure if they're related, could be. This is service from number 5, who just came onto the pitch, Ibarra. And a corner kick, second of the second half for Mexico. So if this result holds, Mexico would advance to the finals to play Canada, where they just recently played to see who would win Group B, and Mexico won that match 4-2. But the weather was a little iffy, and hopefully the weather will be perfect on Sunday, and we shall see what happens. It's a cross into the 6-yard box, headed out by Costa Rica's number 3, Briseño. Plenty of time for Costa Rica to get back into this one. It just starts with pulling one back. Shake Scott. A rare mistake by Vasquez on that far side. And that's how physical it has been. Terrific play by number 6, Valeria Vargas. Costa Rica to thwart Saldivar. Who has been the best player for Mexico without question. 6 goals. And that leads the entire tournament for top scorer. Soto. Alice with a delicate chip out to the right flank. Looking for Fong. Captain for Mexico. Back to Alice Soto to Fong. And we talked about Mexico having possession 60-40, and the issue with that is when you are chasing, a lovely take, half volley, over the bar though, but high degree of difficulty there from number 11, Mia Flores, who just checked onto the pitch for Mexico. Costa Rica has been doing a lot of chasing, and that's the only problem. That's some prayers going up for Costa Rica. Number 11, that's Stacey Thomas. She is a baller. And number 16, Alicia Lindo for Costa Rica. And the great Shaka Scott will get a rest. 5 second-half substitutes now. And that is Stacey Thomas, who's had a good week, plays for Municipal Hokochi. And Alicia Lindo is just 16 years of age. Ibarra with the cross. Nobody home. All the way to the far side. Throw in for Mexico midway Costa Rican half. 70th minute. 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go here to determine who goes to the finals to play Canada on Sunday at 1:30. Mexico just so tough. They get dispossessed. They're right back on the ball to win possession back. So often they do, and it just wears the team down. Here comes Stacey Thomas. You can see the wheels on Stacey. Beautiful ball. Just a little too far ahead of Lindo, but Lindo wins it back. Stands up Gonzalez. Lindo on that left side. Trying to win that corner kick, but it's a goal kick for Mexico. Head coach Dorval Bueno chatting with number 16. That's Maria Montano, 17-year-old who was probably subbing in at some point. Every minute matters for these players. This is a very big stage, the Concacaf Under-20 Women's Championship. And you can see the skill and talent of Vasquez shielding that ball over the byline. Goal kick coming up for Costa Rica as we get a close-up look of Saldivar. And indeed, it will be number 16 to check into the match for Mexico, Maria Montano, for Abigail. I'm sorry, I don't know why I call her Abigail. Her name's Abril Fragoso. Forgive me, Abril. Maria Montano, just 17 years of age, plays for Mazatlan FC. Just the third sub for Mexico after the half. Here comes Fong, just outside the box, and a one-time shot! What a save by Fernandez! And heck of a half volley by Saldivar. Take a bow, Valeria Fernandez. Your top scorer coming right at you, and you parry that over the bar. Very little reaction time. Another corner kick, the 5th in total, 3rd the second half for Mexico. Saldivar didn't get all of that. Kind of came off of her shin. Another half volley. Slow motion. At least we can see Fernandez is on her line. And indeed is able to keep that out of the back of the net. One more time on this shot by the substitute Montano. She said, "Put me in, coach, let me shoot." and it goes just over the crossbar. But look at the athleticism of Fernandez. I mean, she is up. And another cooling break here, 75th minute. So welcome for the coaches to speak to their players. The officials need hydration too. Close to 80 degrees and high humidity, and the sun is shining. In a few minutes it takes to just get a quick cooling break. So well worth it. Electrolytes help prevent cramping, and nobody wants to cramp. We all know what that feels like. Here's a good look at number 11 for Mexico, Mia Flores. Plays for Club America. Saldivar, those long legs, unable to contain that. Azo Fife, beautiful touch inside to number 21, Raquel Riccio, just came on. Here's Saldivar, just outside the penalty area on the far side. Saldivar looking for help, plays it back to Fong, who puts it into the penalty area, now finally cleared by Las Ticas. Mexico keeps it in. There's Montano. Deflected by Costa Rica. Ibarra, great cross. Soto is up and on it, watch out, Soto! Goal! Mexico 4. A brace for Alice Soto, 78th minute. Soto trying to catch up to Saldivar. Just an inability to clear, but Ibarra is an excellent crosser of the ball, as we've seen all week. And this is just a poor clearance, and you just cannot give a player like Soto that kind of time and space. Soto, what a strike! Alice Soto, 4 goals, 3 assists. I don't know, she is making a run at Saldivar for player of Mexico, in my opinion, plus the great sellies. That might put her over the top. She'll win the celebration award. I love the clever sellies. She's getting a talking to from our lead official, Vinderas Diaz from the Dominican Republic. Not sure what happened, but when the referee has words, you better listen. Oh, there it is. Have we mentioned how great our camera crew is? And that's just plain silly. It's not funny. And the referee did not look amused at all. There you see the brace from Soto, 44 and 77 as head coach Aguilar looks on. Daniela Ocampo wearing the captain's armband now to take this free kick for Costa Rica. It was a joy to watch Ocampo in the under-17s. She certainly has progressed right into the under-20s. As we look at Lindo, Costa Rica just came on. And they'll go short. Back to Ocampo. And a service, but Gallegos gets to it first. And Briceño plays that far over the crossbar. All right, 81st minute. Just about 9 minutes to go, plus whatever stoppage time we have. Of course, if this result holds, it'll be Mexico to play in the final on Sunday against Canada. Mexico ranked number 2, Canada ranked number 3. Knocked out number 1 USA earlier. Wow. Heck of a trap and a turn. Hello, Mia Flores. She's saying, look at me, coach. Watch this. And that was beautiful. Look at this half volley. The trap. Just the trap to begin with to get her into that position to do the half volley. And can we get a round of applause for goalkeeper Valeria Fernandez? She has been terrific. All right, in for Mexico. We've got number 15 and number 17. Number 17 is Victoria Cecina. She is 18. Plays for Querétaro FC. Carla Montes. Carla Montes plays for Monterrey. So we've got Montes and Montano. Mexico getting a lot of fresh legs in this one late. Good call, as most likely they'll be playing on Sunday. And head coach Dorival Bueno getting some of his players some rest. One of the two teams, Mexico or Canada, playing in that final, assuming Mexico holds on here, will win their third Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championship. And the other will remain at 2. Mexico a sigh of relief, I think, when Canada knocked out the U.S. They've already beaten Canada 4-2. They did not see the U.S. in group stage play. And the number 1 ranked team out. And Mexico certainly looks the part so far of a champion. But you got to earn it. And Canada will have something to say about that on Sunday. Stacey Thomas, so strong. Costa Rican forward. is Ibarra. Berenice also plays for Club Pachuca. Here's Montez. As FIFA just needs a little bit of help as she's surrounded by 3 players from Mexico. I think she might be enjoying, but obviously needs some help. And indeed draws that foul. A sly smile on the ground from Emma for finally winning that foul. And that is a hard foul from behind on Gallegos. Free kick coming up for Costa Rica, 86th minute, final 5 plus stoppage here. Hey, being in the top 4, not only does it earn you a trip to the World Cup, it's a great place to be. Concacaf, 41 nations compete for these top spots. Ocampo, as you can see the fouls, 10 on Costa Rica, 6 for Mexico, 1 yellow card to Costa Rica. Oh, and Ocampo, it is a rare miss for the talented midfielder. Nothing more frustrating for a coach than to have these free kicks go out of bounds. But as we know, execution sometimes doesn't always match what we see in our mind. There you see the 4 goals from Mexico. The brace by Alice Soto. Saldivar gets her 6th goal of the tournament in the 6th minute. And oh, by the way, that will be the game winner if this result holds. Comes Ibarra down the left flank. Montagna, and a one-time shot by Montez, why not? From distance, it goes wide right. Carla Montez. Gotta love the aggressiveness of these players that just get on the pitch and want to shoot right on goal. It's a good look at Alexa Soto. 14 for Mexico. There are 3 Sotos on this roster. Except the 3rd one is not here today, but I think they're all related. But I can neither confirm nor deny. 89th minute, Mexico still pressing. Fong on that right flank. They cross to the edge of the 6. Headed to the far side of the penalty area. Ibarra will play it back to the top of the 18. And there's a right-footed shot trying to place it the upper 90. Oh, so much talent on this side. It's number 15, Carla Montez. First we saw number 11, Mia Flores, with an awesome take. Now Montez steps up. Wow. I love seeing all this talent at such a young age. If you're good enough, you're old enough. You see so many pros, 6 pros on the USA, which is far and above more than any the under-20 side has seen in its history. This is the 13th edition of this tournament. 6 under-20s are getting paid to play the beautiful game. Love to see it. Free kick for Costa Rica. Jocelyn Briseño plays for Talares Cordoba. '90th minute plus stoppage time. It's been all Mexico all day. And just 2 minutes of stoppage time, that's right. Been a pretty clean game so far. We got a player from Mexico who's down. I think that is number 11, the aforementioned Mia Flores, who gets a knee right above, inside the knee. And there's not a lot of padding there, and that just really hurts for a minute, almost like a sprained ankle, or you roll your ankle for, just need a minute to recover. Happy to see Mia Flores up. Club America forward. It's our lead official, Vimanes Diaz from the Dominican Republic. Terrific job all week long by all of the officials and VAR. Thank you for your service. Ibarra working hard for Mexico until she has fresh legs. Just a few seconds left in this one, and there it is. Your final whistle, Mexico 4, Costa Rica 0. Your goal summary: Saldivar in the 6th minute records her 6th goal of the tournament. Munoz in the 26th, and Soto with the brace, 44 and 77. Prayers of thanks up. Mexico takes this one 4-0. Stay with us, though. We've been really enjoying the flash interviews, which will be coming up. And then we will take you to our full-time match highlights and statistics before we say good evening. So stay with us. Interviews coming right up.
Profe.
Alice, 2 goles en la victoria para México y el pase a la gran final.
Sí, estoy muy contenta. Obviamente no fue trabajo solo mío, fue de todas. Creo que hemos trabajado mucho para pasar y ahora para estar en la final.
Segundo objetivo logrado, el pase al Mundial y ahora la final. ¿Qué esperemos de México para este domingo?
Pues vamos a dejar todo. Creo que ya pasamos el punto de querer clasificar, ya lo hicimos. Creo que ahora nuestro siguiente objetivo es ganar el Concacaf, ganar el Premundial y pues seguir adelante.
Gracias.
A ustedes.
Emma, partido muy importante para Costa Rica, de mucha intensidad. No logran el pase a la final, pero se llevan ese boleto muy ansiado al Mundial.
Bueno, sí, contentos por haber clasificado al Mundial, pero no nos conformamos con poco. Sabemos que siempre podemos dar más, que tenemos mucho que mejorar. Vamos a dejar la mediocridad de lado, tenemos mucho que mejorar. Sabemos que nos falta mucho por trabajar, pero vamos a seguir esforzándonos por llevar a Costa Rica a lo más alto que podamos.
¿Qué podemos esperar de Costa Rica de aquí en adelante?
Bueno, nosotras sí nos vamos a comprometer y a entrenar mucho, a tratar de mejorar todo eso que tenemos. La verdad que sí nos venimos esforzando mucho, pero sabemos que todavía falta bastante. Entonces, pues mucha actitud y muchas ganas siempre.
Muchas gracias.
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 And let's go all the way back to the beginning. Look at those smiles. National team kits, starting 11 photos. Mexico in the light green kits. Played terrific today, all day. And this is give and go right here. Saldivar gets to it first. And look at the accuracy. Side netting. Saldivar with her 6th goal in the 6th minute. What a player. Top scorer all week long. There's a right-footed blast from Gonzalez that's saved by Fernandez, who had a terrific game today. Valeria Fernandez. This ball headed back by Gallegos, and Munoz says, thank you very much. 2-0, 2-0 for Mexico. And that was a 26th minute goal. And then Soto follows up in the 44th minute, 3-0 for Mexico at halftime. Mexico dominating possession, dominating almost every offensive category. Costa Rica certainly put up a good fight. And remember, all teams going to the World Cup. Another great save by Valeria Fernandez, and Brittany Castrillo with a tremendous block. And you can see Saldivar on that free kick. She knows how to place it, but what a save by Fernandez. Mexico, look at that that trap in the turn by Flores. Just really impressed with the talent on this Mexico side. And in the 78th minute, look at that, another tremendous save. Saldivar almost depositing goal number 7 right here, but doesn't get all of it. And still another great save by Fernandez. Costa Rica defended well in the second half. They didn't give up any goals in the second half until this. Is this it? No, this is another shot by Montaña. Goes just over the crossbar. Mexico just took a boatload of shots. Ibarra with the cross here. And this is the 78th minute. Soto with the brace. Just cool and calm, as collected as you can be. 4 goals and 3 assists for Alice Soto. I call that a great week's work. And Mexico tallies the 4th and final goal from Soto. Of course, they certainly weren't done. They certainly put a few more on frame, but none actually went in. Mexico, an impressive victory here today, 4-0. They will meet Canada in the finals on Sunday at 1:30 right here. Let's take a look at our final statistics for this match. Really sort of says it all. 19 shots for Mexico to just 6 for Costa Rica. 11 shots on target and none for Las Ticas. It was all Mexico. 70-30 possession, 5 corner kicks to 1. Mexico takes this one 4-0. Give me an opportunity to say thank you to my producers, Diego Renjifo and Mr. Ryan Young. Great week. See you all Sunday. I'm saying so long from Costa Rica. Thanks for joining us.